We are live.
Today,
It is week 1.
from
Week 2
SoFi Stadium
game
in
number 13
Inglewood,
for the
California,
2021 NFL season. It is between
this is the National
the
Football
Kansas City
League.
Chiefs going up against LA Chargers from Los Angeles. Don't let this go. See you all after this.
You'll see Tyrod Taylor and the LA Chargers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Joe Reed returning. It's a just past the 25-yard line. I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
That field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now he's flushed out left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor. That's complete to Austin Eckler. It's the 35 before it's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Chargers Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver. Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' number one option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. It's another 10 yards on that, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped under 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running on first down, Eckler. Inside the 20. It's getting 13 yards that time and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they look to throw. Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. Second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, on 32-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Chiefs, nothing. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he stopped right around where he would have been and had gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense coming out here and bringing them onto the field. The most valuable player of last year's Super Bowl, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
I often say you can't force situations. You just have to let them happen organically, and that's exactly what happened in Kansas City as Patrick Mahomes took over as the quarterback and has become the face of the franchise in the NFL as we now move into the 101st season. 4th year in the league, already has an MVP, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP on his resume. 3 huge games in the postseason last year, 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and 2 more on the ground. He just keeps getting better and better. And every time you watch him play, you want to see more.
Ball up to the 30 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And we'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, it's right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little big 2019 in Kansas City, brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement it. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. With just a yard on the pickup there, it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, guys took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down, Williams. Followed a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
If there's a run to be happy with, good, solid yardage, they'll take that anytime you hand the ball to the back.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact on the ball 3, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tom Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd. It really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in this spot, and my coaches always say, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances, in addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get it behind the line.
Willie Gay on the tackle.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But remember, trying to give him the ball when it run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for it. He's got another slide. Pick up of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
To Keenan Allen. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So it's a little bit easier for this team.
Look at some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down. Taylor will throw again. It's complete. First down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That one good for 13 and the Charger first.
First and 10 at
For Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space, but the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. They'll get this to Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second and 11 at the 41. Again, it's Taylor. Throws outside, complete to Keenan. And he'll be brought down to a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Inside, Hewitt's got it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw again is Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing again, it's Taylor. And this is complete. It's out. He's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the goal. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now Taylor to throw. But it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Taylor. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Kansas City defense turned the throw up there. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, you'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Actually able to knock this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before the half. It's 6-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, choose up the remainder of the first half clock, and then finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing, besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't let the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Nicole Hardman. And to it back to 26-yard line, just across the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half here with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses defense is making up opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That is first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on second down. Well, Charles, let's step aside different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
A big reason why he had to retire early. 7 years in the NFL. Before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history. And I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the gun. It's a run for Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I don't care what the coverage is.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they take the lead at 7-6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming.
I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So from the 36 down, 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor. They'll roll him out early. He's going to take off with it. The improv on Scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. And it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. I'm waiting for the gun. 10. There to get a hand in and break up the play.
Receiver coaches preach it all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Ty Longdown as he on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchback. 20-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught right side by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Chiefs.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate the plays.
And it's a legal yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A gain of 9. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try to limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off every Chiefs finish just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath.
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up. Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make a decision to run, it's usually wide open.
Mahomes now on first down. He makes the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
And they're not going to get to the play. Switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is here. And a good time. Chargers. And a good turn. His guys will get the football.
Here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game down themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Following fumble recovery, it's Taylor. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the first down pass and try. To the 31-yard line. Taylor going to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
The defender, by getting his crisp admiration there, moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I gotta give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he knocked away. It's incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. And it's incomplete to Virgil Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner to watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to keep him. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 1 48-yard line and ended at the other.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor over into his right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away from 19 with his legs and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Taylor on first down. Kicks this one to go. Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
From the 13 now, they work on.
A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And a pause of the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this one's coming. Of course, on a 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there and it works.
It's all pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, ball put on him, 2 points for them.
Long now will kick it away following touchdown. Here's Harden on the return. And let me tackle just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 14-7. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. Plenty of time here. They got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it first and 10. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 3 yards to gain there. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Ball it to 26, 2nd and 7. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's Robinson. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but the clock rolling. To throws Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. They will take it on and in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him. And look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They got a chance to take the lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat, he clicks it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. LA set to take over again on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's right up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the Pro Bowler Chris Jones able to work his way in and record the sack. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. A fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. And he's going to keep it here. Taylor will wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Taylor. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Taylor. Scary incompletion. It's picked up. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This is swung out to Eckler. Running to the ground, just shy of midfield. The Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds left to go. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's out for Williams. And that's going to line up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. He's checking with the referee. Coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And just shy of midfield at the 39-yard line. It's out there over the zone, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams get field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as it kicks away. Here's Hardman on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Chargers able to get the pressure and run him down. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the quarter blitz. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now he hits him in stride. He's going to be brought down short of first and back to 31-yard line. They may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
Here's the Chiefs punter now for a very important punt here in overtime. 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They're on 21 now out on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
One is done now, part 2. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the hall, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted, but it's incomplete. He's looking for the program right out, Keenan Allen there, and it's 3rd down. A nice job there defensively. They really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage, and not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs, when they try and slip out, and making sure that the point of attack, when the ball's in the air, they get there and force some of those incompletions.
The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Eckler. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's good play running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Now Eckler. And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Here is Eckler, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Williams on the snap. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here comes the flags. Defense. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Halftime boys.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Taylor, sliding out of the pocket. So it'll be 2nd down.
Boy did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game.
Today's
Great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing count.
I just want you to pay for my meal today.
And you really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Well, they have the Chargers over the Chiefs 20-14 in overtime. And this game, and I think they set up my week 5 NFL picks. So be right back, and I'll do that.